Salman, guys. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. My brain is scattered. It's everywhere, and I'm trying to. This one lento when you playing with the pen on dawdling. I'm trying to do that with my brain. Where this video is just me thinking aloud. It's thinking aloud because I'm having a lot of internal conflict. And it's showing itself in different aspects of the world. It's showing itself in other happenings that other people are going through, where I'm having this cognitive dissonance of how I'm feeling versus the true reality. And I know guys like Omalema, Onhlozi, the whole EFF community right now is having that same conflict of thinking it one way internally and then seeing it differently on the other side. I've been consumed right now with the whole ICC, Russia, Ukraine, Gaza, Israel, Taiwan, China, Congo. I'm consumed by so many things. I've been watching a lot of Candace Owens with her talking about the porn ban, and it has me in such a muffled space because it almost feels like none of it is true. Like, hey, guys, but or Andrew Tate, but Matrix, like it's a simulation. Yes, there we go. That's the word I'm looking for. What the elections have taught me, what this past couple of days has taught me, is that what people actually say versus what they do is two different things. Well, it didn't teach me that, actually. I'm lying. It kind of reminded me of the importance of walking the walk. We live in a time where it's just glitter, it's superficial. We live in a time where it's empty promises. If you're a lady and you're walking, the next guy is coming and hitting on you. He's promising you this, he's promising you that, he's promising you the world, and he's delivering Boxburg. Because again, we are a generation where words can be more powerful than actual actions. It's so weird when people in today's time feel a type of way about cyberbullying than versus actually getting your head dunked in a toilet. It's so crazy where we feel that we're doing enough by posting stop the murder or the genocide in Gaza. We feel so great when we post that versus actually doing anything. And the realization that we don't know what to do. We stuck. We buy into emptiness. We buy into superficial. We buy into plastic. If you have been following Twitter, if you've been following the political discussions, I thought FF is going to blow everybody out the park. I thought they'd be number 2, no doubt. I really thought Tuguti, based again on how vocal people were on the Twitter streets. But this is a reminder that the Twitter streets are not a representation of South Africa. Twitter is not a representation of the world. Twitter is not a representation, social media as a whole. We sit on social media when we watch these reels about relationships. We sit and watch about gym. But the reality is very, very different from that social media world. The reality, whoever's watching this has to wake up, get dressed, go to work and go do their 9 to 5, come back tired, still have to cook, have to go through all these little challenges, and in the little gaps in between, you get to, watch my video kancane and watch this video kancane and engage in that. And maybe if you're blessed and lucky enough, you have a puppy and you play with your puppy, and but amongst the real actual shit, the 98% of the hard graft of the day, then you have that little 2% escapism, which again is not the representation of reality. Candace Owens said a tweet where she believes that she should or they should ban pornography. And I've made a video in the past around pornography and around the psychological damages that it does, or what it does just to the young man's mind. And again, I'm not talking from a high horse, guys. But we also need to be honest in the sense of what it's done to us mentally. the images it's created versus the reality, because at the end of the day, sisters, you guys know that guys aren't blessed like the porn stars. So if all the sisters had that imagination in their mind or had built that, Tina, we'd all be losers. We'd really be losers. Guys don't last for hours like they do in the show, or in the movie, whatever you're watching. So it's created these things where, now we want to do orgies and we want to do this and we want to do that. Everything that we've seen in the porn videos, we want to do it in reality, But again, that world is not reality. The same way that you'd watch a kung fu movie as a child, when you get outside onto your lawn and you try and do a backflip, you'll snap your neck. You can't do splits. So the movie world, the media world, the porn world is really impacting our true reality, And Ukadi B goes against it. She's like, no, I don't understand why you have a problem with porn. Porn can help men better satisfy their women. Porn can help. Okay, sharp Cardi B. It can help, but the true reality in its greatness is that it does more damage than good. The same with alcohol. In the true reality, that does more damage than good. Are there times where people have benefited off watching something? Okay, this is how you need to be attentive to your partner, whatever. Yes, of course. But how many 12, 13-year-olds are addicted to porn? How has that affected the generation of men coming up and how they view sisters as maybe seeing them as just sex objects? We don't know. Not is affected. But again, much like politics, much like what Candace Owens is bringing up, it's a reality. It's a reminder, Uguti, what we are watching in these social media spaces versus a true reality. It's not the same. It's not. I got a incredible DM on my Instagram about the reel that I did, and this guy sent me a huge paragraph just saying, reiterating, Guti, it's so crazy how in today's time we rush to judge and we don't really sit down and process. He was also he had the similar views in terms of spoiling the ballot, etc. But the crux of his message was around the fact that we are being led like sheep. We are being controlled. Think like this, think like this, think like this. Yes, porn is great. Yes, Banbani. Yes, we must vote for this. Yes, this is what we need to eat. This is how we need to dress. This is how my wife needs to look. If this woman doesn't bring this to the table, if that woman doesn't bring this if the man doesn't bring this to the table, if he's not 6 foot tall and hung low and is a billionaire and drugs, we're being led. But the true reality of it is that men are not that tall, generally speaking. They're not hung low, generally speaking. The vast majority of men in this country are going through a lot of financial strain. 35% unemployment for black men. So again, when you look at the reality versus what we've been told, there's this huge separation and it creates that cognitive dissonance. That's why I always say, Guti, there's a reason why as a generation we are so anxious, we are so depressed. There's a reason why we're dealing with so much mental health issues. Because again, our realities aren't matching what we're being sold. The girls don't all look like they have a BBL. Their titties aren't perky like that. And that's okay. And that's fine. And that's the reality of what it is. Instead of looking at these ideal, existing people. That's why Cardi B can say what she's saying, because she doesn't represent the majority of this world. She doesn't represent a true reality. She's a form of escapism. The weapon, don't make the stallion and ban. That's an escapism. That's not a true reality of what we are faced with every single day. When you see Malema and you say crazy and the confetti is going down and he's going red and he's standing there as the new liberator of South Africa, it's great. It's a beautiful story. But the truth of the matter is that there's so many people that don't view it that way. For some of us that were like, oh wow, oh geez, a lot of things are going to happen. We fell for that. Some didn't. Some really didn't. The same way, if you look at the numbers in the Eastern Cape, I thought the ANC wouldn't get above 40%. Eastern Cape. So again, the realities are very different from what we've been sold. And that's my internal conflict of me constantly reminding, hey, Dwana, relax. What is out there in social media, people commenting, whether it is good comments, bad comments, green comments, whatever the comments, bring it back into your actual world, your day to day. You know, you need to go and fetch the kids. You know, make sure I make them lunch and badly. You know, I need to make sure I open my laptop, I get some work done. You know, I'm having the in-laws over, so I need to make sure later. My mom is coming to visit. I've got a family meeting with my brother and my sister later on. Those are my realities. What about Batini, go X, no TikTok, no, but that's there. You know, drop off my mom, my son is playing rugby. Go visit you understand? That's my every single day. That's my reality. That's 98% of my day, my reality. And not get lost in the 2%, you know, where Umuntu is watching a reel saying this is what a woman needs to bring to a table. Or the 2% where it's talking about the fact that when a pencil you don't know how to think, you're a waste of a vote. Sure, that's 2%. That's not part of my 98%. And that's my reality. And that's what needs my urgent assistance. This is great. Much like watching a really good movie. If there's lessons for me to take, let me draw the lessons, but let me not get consumed by that. That's that conflict. That's why I'm living in this fog or haze, where a lot of my thoughts are this and I know I'm not the only one. I know that by being in a situation where we just sit and there's 1,000 thoughts, you know, in our minds where we're never truly at peace because you're trying to find which box or which bunny you can kind of fix these things, you know. But as I said earlier, guys, I'm really sorry for waffling. I'm really sorry. I just wanted to do this video just to say I'm having a lot of internal conflicts. I'm having cognitive dissonance, and I need you guys to guide me. I need you guys to assist me. I need you guys to comment and say, okay, Dwana, relax, try and do this. Dwana, calm down. You're not that special. Do like this, and then Namin was cooler and learn from you guys. But outside of that, I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday, a blessed weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which means you can do everything. But look after yourselves, stay safe, love your families, and be blessed. And